This is Ask John and April, where we take your questions and we answer them right here online. But before we do,
we want you to subscribe and get ready to like this episode.
Give it a thumbs up.
All right, y'all. Guys.
Okay, so this question comes from Margie in Delaware, and here's what she says. Very interesting.
Okay.
You guys seem to get along okay, but do you really like working together? Do you guys ever fight before an episode? Oh, man.
Okay.
You want the truth?
The whole truth? No, we really do get along. Okay.
We do.
We get along well.
That's right.
We actually get along very well.
But we do fight sometimes.
We do.
Yes. And oftentimes, just before an episode.
Not oftentimes.
Okay, maybe not often, but more regularly than you might think.
That's not true.
It is. So here's the thing. April is very particular about certain things.
Yeah.
And there are some things that I am equally as particular about, and we don't agree. But we agree on most stuff, though.
Yeah, and I would say that we're not fighting. I mean, we have had some fights before.
We have.
We have had some
let's
fights.
Just be 100. You know what I'm saying?
Like for real.
Yes.
But usually, and I think this is what you're referring to, usually it's more like, we didn't agree on something,
right.
And then we had a little bit of so I might
maybe
come
a tiff.
on. Yeah, so like right before I'll be like.
Right.
And then I'm like, hey, y'all.
So what makes it worse is that, especially for our lives are on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. And so for us, we get up early, we do stuff all day, we're tired. So by the end of the day, we don't have as much patience. So it doesn't even have to take something big to create,
Yeah, I don't think the lives are where we've had that happen, though. It's more like the episode.
The reason I brought that up is because it happened like 2 lives ago.
Did it?
Yes.
What happened?
I can't remember what we fought about, but
what?
it was something. It was something.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. Look, I remember everything that I don't like about April when I'm mad at her. But if I'm not mad, I can't remember. So I can't remember what happened. But just I think it was like 2 or 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3 lives ago.
Let me think what it was.
There was something that happened, and we just it wasn't anything. It was something little like, should I put this light on, or should I put 2 instead of 1?
No,
or
but see, I think this is what it is. John is so like, if it is not perfect, if it's not like perfectly done, like everything has to be like, and I appreciate that, but sometimes I'm like, okay, can we just hurry up? Like, let's get started. Like, let's do this. So, don't worry about that right now. Like, it's not that deep. I know what it was. I don't know what it was, but I know this last live.
Yes.
You would not just like, I was okay with the button being on the right instead of on the left.
Yeah,
just leave it. Like, we had 2 minutes before we were about to start, y'all, and I'm like, babe, just leave it.
But first of all, she went to the bathroom, and while she went to the bathroom is when I did it, and it didn't take anything. I just took her thing and dragged it and dropped it. It wasn't a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it felt like it could have been, and I'm like, what if it messed up? Like,
that's
just
because
leave it.
You're already impatient.
Just leave
you know what I'm saying?
You know?
You already had a long day. You've been with kids all day. You're already impatient. That's why, because that wasn't that deep.
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
So my point is, Margie, yes, we do sometimes fight before a show, but we do like working with each other. Honestly, I'll speak for myself. If I could quit my day job and just do this all the time, where I'm basically always doing couple stuff with April, that's what I would do. I like it that much.
I think I would say the same thing. I would agree with you.
Yeah.
I do believe that sometimes when we do have these little tiffs or whatever before an episode, the episode fixes the
question. There's no question.
So
most of the time when we record, by the time we're done,
like, sorry for that earlier.
Right, exactly. Well, she'll be like, sorry for that. I'll be like, I forgive you.
Right. We'll let him say that.
We all know that's true. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. You know what? Honestly, I think that when it really comes down to it, you're gonna have fights with your spouse.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think you guys are probably gonna rub each other the wrong way. I think your spouse has the ability to push your buttons in a way that no one else can.
True.
So I don't think you should lose your mind if that happens. I just think you have to figure out ways to work out the problem, especially if it's not that deep.
Yeah, and especially if you're working together. Like,
yes.
I do believe there are some couples who just cannot work together because they just do not have the same views on certain things.
I agree.
But I think we do pretty good. I mean, there are certain things, and there's some times where I'll say, you know what, I'm just gonna be quiet and let him be particular and a perfectionist, and I have to breathe through that sometimes, because sometimes I just want you to hurry up, just do it. Like, let's just get this show on the road.
And there's sometimes where I just say to myself, okay, April's gonna be very impatient right now because it's been a long day. Let me hurry up and try to fix this stuff fast. So y'all don't understand. I've been doing things much quicker lately, specifically because I know.
Yes, I even had to be patient before this show because you know, John, and I appreciate that. We want things just right, and I want things just right as
Yes,
well.
yes.
It's just, you know, sometimes it just takes, you know, but
Yes.
we work through that.
Yes.
We do.
Anyway, bottom
Yeah.
line is, Margie, we like each other.
Yeah,
It's true.
It is real.
It's
It
real.
is true.
Yes.
We do work well together, so I'm glad you can see that.
But we do be fighting right before the episodes. Anyway,
We do be.
see y'all next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.